Hey everybody, it's Molly with All Ears. I'm here at Epcot today with a brand new video. Now we've done this at all of the other Disney parks, but it's Epcot's turn now. Today I am on a quest to find the hardest things in Epcot according to you. We reached out on social media and asked for different suggestions of things for me to find in the park today, and I've got a list of 10 different things to go on a quest for. Some are treats, some are hidden Mickeys, some are little details. I hope you're ready, I hope you're excited, I hope we can find them all. Let's get in there. We don't have to go very far for our first quest. Someone has asked me to find animatronics here at Epcot that you can also see over at the Magic Kingdom, and there's actually quite a few here on Spaceship Earth. So we are in line for Spaceship Earth, or getting in line for Spaceship Earth, and see how many of those animatronics we can spot. In addition to John from Carousel of Progress, quite a few presidents from the Hall of Presidents got new jobs over here on Spaceship Earth. I guess what else are you going to do when your term is up? But if you notice, James Buchanan and Andrew Jackson are actually the guys working with the printing press in that scene. Howard Taft is an Egyptian priest. Teddy Roosevelt is a Roman senator. And my personal favorite, John Adams, is the sleeping monk. So next time you ride this, keep an eye out because you may see some of the presidents not doing president things.
One of my favorite recycled animatronics is here on Spaceship Earth. It's actually the lute player, and if you look closely, you might recognize him as John, the dad from Carousel of Progress.
Possibly my favorite thing on this list are Disney ducks. I love Disney ducks. I think they're very adorable. I think they're probably the happiest ducks in the whole planet. I love to take pictures of them, so I've got my eye out for some Disney ducks along the way throughout this adventure as well. For our next task, we are headed into Mouse Gear. This is the biggest shop here at Epcot. It used to be a lot bigger, and they did just announce that they're retheming it. It's going to reopen. That's what all this construction is back here, and it's going to be themed. Oh my gosh, I just got my hair done today, and when they cut it weird and like it lays different. You know what I'm saying. People with long hair. Anyway, that's not the point of this. The point is there's a new store coming that's going to be all about Mickey Mouse, and it's going to be the replacement for Mouse Gear. But the reason I'm going into Mouse Gear right now is somebody asked me to find 5 pieces of Figment merchandise, but I'm not allowed in the Figment store over at the Imagination Pavilion. But that's okay because Mouse Gear is huge, and I know there's a lot of Figment merchandise. So we're going to look for 5 things in here, and then we're going to keep our eyes open to see how much Figment merchandise we can find throughout the day. Okay, I've put a self-imposed rule on my Figment merchandise finding that I have to find 5 different kinds of merchandise. So like, I can't find 5 different shirts or 5 different pins. I can find a shirt, a pin, hi, thank you so much, etc., etc. So let's start looking for cool Figment stuff. All right, Figment item number 1. These Figment ears, I've never seen them anywhere but Epcot, at least not recently. And I think they're very cute. You can get them here and probably over at the Figment store, but if you're a Figment fan, I think those are probably the cutest Figment ears I've ever seen. They have done some for festivals with Figment, and I just think these are probably the cutest ones. Ears are $29.99, so that's 1 piece of Figment merchandise. All right, maybe we can find a Figment magic band. I see Orange Bird, I see Timon and Pumbaa, lots of fun colors, Zootopia, Crush, Woody, no Figment. Nevertheless, we persevere. Is this a Figment phone case for Flower and Garden Festival? I think it is. Okay, look at this very cute Figment phone case. It's got green Figment and purple Figment. People seem to think the green Figment is like the plant version of Figment, like the topiary. Tinkerbell, Baymax, R2-D2. Oh, a Soarin' one, that's cool. I don't see a Figment coffee mug. I don't see any Figment stuff in the kitchen section, even though there's really cool kitchen stuff out these days. Like this chip mug with the spoon, it's like the bubbles, or these spatulas that look like Beauty and the Beast themed, like a Lumiere and Cogsworth spatula. All very cute, but not Figment. Ah, a Figment plush. Oh gosh, he is actually very cute, this Bigfoot Figment. So these Bigfoot plushes are really popular. They, as you can see, come in all different colors, characters. You've got Dalmatians and Pua and Eeyore and Groot and Dumbo and Tigger and so many cuties. But here's Figment. That is very adorable. I'm seeing lots of Pixar characters, Star Wars characters, Park Pals. Do we think Figment is in the Park Pal set? He is not. Wait, why is this the funniest thing I've ever seen? Or trash. That's actually hilarious. Is there one of these neat cups? Yep. So these are pass holder exclusive glasses for Flower and Garden Festival, which is happening right now. I love it. It's got topiaries everywhere. I did a whole video on the festival if you want to check that out. But this cup has Figment. It's $19.99. I think we're going to leave here having found 4 Figment things, and we'll keep on our quest as we go throughout the park. We are headed into World Showcase because we have some eaten clues, and eaten clues are my favorite clues. On our way to our first eaten stop, I'm popping into the Port of Entry gift shop because they might have some more Figment goodies for us. We need one more, and I think we're going to be in luck. Oh my gosh, we are overwhelmed with Figment goodies here. Look at this. Figment shirt. Homegrown happiness. Figment planter. Figment journal. Cultivate your imagination. You want a little tumbler action? A reusable coffee mug for the go with Figment on it? You got it for $19.99. A reusable dining set, little picnic set right here, $14.99. Looks like this. It's got reusable silverware in there for you. Limited edition, but it's got our pal Figment on it. Here's a different shirt with Figment that says Harvest Your Imagination. I think it's just bags. I think it's like canvas bags that are very cute with Figment on it. All right, it is snack time, but not just any kind of snack. Somebody said to find snacks, 5 snacks, each that start with the letter of my name. So a snack that starts with M-O-L-L and Y. We're gonna start that now. I'm gonna do a couple of festival snacks, a couple of year-round snacks. We're not gonna do them in order, and our first snack is right here. This right here is the Honey Bistro. This is one of the kiosks for the Flower and Garden Festival. All of the items feature honey in some fashion, and they have something I'm very excited to snack on for one of my letter snacks. I always enjoy this booth. The food is always very good, and I love learning about different kinds of honey and the bees, because obviously we need to save the bees. But did you know there's more than 3,000 kinds of honey? Tupelo honey, lavender honey, and orange blossom honey are all flavors you can have here at EPCOT right now. And guess what? We're gonna do it right now. Okay, so the first letter snack is for the letter L. This is the lavender honey mustard marinated chicken flatbread. It's got whipped honey ricotta cheese, marinated vegetables, and purple haze lavender goat cheese. That sounds amazing. I can't wait to eat this. Yep, that's fantabulous. Definitely tasting the chicken, but it's marinated in honey mustard basically. So if you like honey mustard, give this a whirl. Can taste the peppers and the ripped ricotta. I wish I could taste the goat cheese a little bit more. Let me try this bite that's got a big chunk of cheese on it. That one I taste the peppers a lot. And the goat cheese a little bit. Wow, that is such good flavors. If you're looking for a heartier festival snack, this could definitely be shared. It's a nice savory snack. A lot of the things that I started thinking about when I was thinking of my letter snacks were all sweet, and so I was glad that a savory option could be presented. Overall delicious. Definitely a good shareable. Light and bright, as most of the festival foods are, but still a little bit heartier. So if you're looking for something savory that could go a little further distance, this is your choice. That flatbread was so delicious. I'm so glad I enjoyed that. We eat so much stuff the first day of the festival that it's always nice to come back and try a few things, because the first day of the festival is a lot. We're running around, we're trying all the food, taking pictures of it, video, everything for the website, for the videos. So I love to come back and try just a few things and enjoy them. And that flatbread was great. And we don't have to go too far to get our second letter snack. We're gonna get the letter O right across the way. Right across the way at the Citrus Blossom, you've got a couple things that would count for the letter O. You've got that orange lemon smoothie. That's the one that comes in the souvenir orange bird sipper. I got that during the festival video. But there's also an orange sunshine wine slushie, and that's what we're gonna get for the letter O. I found a Disney bunny. I am looking for Disney ducks, but I will accept Disney bunny as an adorable bonus. Okay, so I'm gonna try this orange wine sunshine slush. When I did my festival video, I didn't get this one. Someone else on my team did. I got the one in the orange bird sipper, which is very, very cute, but non-alcoholic. You cannot put this one in the orange bird sipper because you can't put alcohol inside Disney characters. So you can never put the alcoholic drinks inside those sippers. Like, they'll never serve it to you that way. Well, that is delightful. That tastes like a boozy creamsicle. So it is sweet, but it's a small portion. Oh, it kind of feels like it has the hint of a Smartie. Is that weird to say? That might be weird to say, but it's very good. Yeah, it's sweeter than getting a lot of things, like if you were to get a beer from there, but it's not as sweet as getting like the fruit wines that they offer around the festival. And it's very refreshing because it's always 1,000,000 degrees. Do you have any duck friends that may be nearby? Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Okay, but I can find a duck near the water here. If I look around, oh. I see one. Hello, sir. How are you today? You're very adorable. Look at you just taking a little nappy right there, just taking a little sit down. It's probably been a big day for you. Well, I really think you're cute, and I'm glad that you could help me check off a box on my quest today. I love Disney ducks so much, and I know I've said I'm not a huge fan of birds, but I feel like ducks are different and special because they're cute, and they don't have pointy bills that look like they could poke me. They look like they'd be my friend. All right, we did not go very far. For our next snack, we have made it into Canada. We're going to continue eating snacks with letters of my name, which means, you may have guessed it already, we're going to grab some maple popcorn from the Canada popcorn cart. Now, this is the signature popcorn here in Canada. I actually like it better than the one in Germany. Please don't tell. It's just a little bit less sweet. That one's like super, super sweet and it's delicious, but I can't eat as much of that one in one sitting as I can of this one. But what's also great about this one is you can actually put it in your refillable popcorn buckets. So if you have a popcorn bucket, you can fill it with maple popcorn for $2, which is maybe the best deal of all time. All right, I've got my yummy maple popcorn here. Again, this is a Canada exclusive, available year-round as long as the cart's open, which it usually is. And I haven't had it in quite a while, so I'm excited to dig in. Okay, this is so good. It tastes a lot like the one in Germany, but it's less sweet. Like the butter popcorn, or the actual popcorn flavor, comes through more. There's kind of like a whisper of maple on top. It definitely has a distinct maple flavor. It reminds me of like sweet and salty kettle corn. I kind of forget with all the amazing snacks and treats around Epcot how good this is. And now that I have warm maple popcorn in my hand, I don't know why I don't always have warm maple butter popcorn in my hand. While I'm sitting here eating my maple popcorn, I'm going to talk to you about another one of the clues. Get that one going. Somebody said to quote a movie in every country pavilion. And that's a great question. That's a great one. I'm going to try and do Disney movies, unless I can't think of one. And I can think of one for Canada. Brother Bear, a very underrated animated Disney film. Coda, Kenai, cute little bears. They were at Animal Kingdom the other day for Earth Week. I squealed when I saw Coda because I really love him. And the music's by Phil Collins, so if you haven't seen it, you're missing out. It's on Disney+. Okay, so a quote from Brother Bear. I'm actually going to sing from Brother Bear. Tell everybody I'm on my way. New friends and new places to see. With blue skies ahead, yes, I'm on my way. And there's something can watch over me. And if you want an actual quote, the saddest part of the movie, no spoilers, when Coda says, I don't like this story. I'm going on lots of adventures, Alice.
White rabbits anywhere.
I saw a brown rabbit. It might be the March hare.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Was it this way or that way?
This way.
That way. Oh,
Yeah.
we must go that way.
Cheerio, mates. We've made it to the United Kingdom. I do a terrible accent. I'm so sorry to anyone from actually the United Kingdom. I'm not. I'm just bad at your accent, but I love it. I saw Alice, so I should quote Alice in Wonderland, but I'm not going to. Because, you know me, I'm going to quote Peter Pan, and you probably already know what line I'm going to say. I say it every time I go through the Peter Pan's flight queue. Say it with me. Po Nana, Po Nana, Po Father. It's probably the best line in Peter Pan. Or maybe Disney movie history. That's a little dramatic. But there's Peter Pan and Captain Hook topiary. Makes sense. There's so many good movies that are set in the United Kingdom. Winnie the Pooh, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan. The UK, just Robin Hood. Wow, you guys know what's up. Bonjour! We have made it to France. And there are several movies set here in France as well, including one of my all-time fave Disney movies, The Beauty and the Beast, right here. Oh, I love Beauty and the Beast so much. Also, you've got Ratatouille, you've got Hunchback of Notre Dame, you've got The Aristocats. So many good movies set in France, but since we're at the Beauty and the Beast topiary, we're going to do a Beauty and the Beast quote. But Belle, oh my gosh, there's a lizard on you. That's concerning. Actually, Lizard, now that you're here, would you play the role of Cogsworth for me? That would be great. And Beast, you will be playing yourself. I've never felt this way about anyone before. I want to do something for her. But what? Oh, well, yes, there's the usual flowers, chocolates, promises you don't intend to keep. I know I said that Poor Nana, Poor Father might be the best Disney quote of all time, but actually, that might be. That's hilarious. All right, as I teased earlier, we are also going to get a snack in France. We are going to go to one of my favorite spots in all of EPCOT to get something sweet to eat, and that is the ice cream shop here. And this was the hardest letter to think of something, but luckily, La Artisan, best ice cream in Walt Disney World IMO, came to the rescue. So my favorite flavor is the coconut white chocolate, but what we're going to get today is what I've never tried. It's the yogurt and blueberries. It actually sounds delicious because I love berries. Fabulous, thank you. Yum, yum, yum. Ooh. Okay, I am delighted by this. It's not as sweet as like vanilla. It definitely has a tang from it being yogurt with a little fruit. Not as sweet as some of the other flavors. Again, my favorite flavor is the coconut white chocolate. But I've also had the caramelized apple one. I've had some of the seasonal ones in the fall. I love their pumpkin macaron ice cream sandwich. That's one of my favorite things they do. They also do the spiked ice cream martinis where you get your flavor of ice cream and a booze floater on it. And those brioche buns where you pick what flavor you want to go in the brioche bun and what kind of sauce. And then they seal it together with a warm brioche. I'm very delighted with everything I've ever had from L'Artisan. Again, my favorite flavor, probably not this one, but I would get this one again. Especially because it's not, like I said, as sweet as some of the other ones. And it's refreshing. And I'm assuming it's healthy because it's yogurt. Ladies don't start fights, but they sure can finish them. That's just another little France quote. Little Aristocats action, underrated film. Anyone can cook. Ratatouille. If all you're gonna do is watch, you're gonna watch your life go on by without you. Hunchback of Notre Dame. It looks hideous. That's because it's on you, dear. Flora and Merryweather from Sleeping Beauty. Savage. Headed into Morocco. Not only do I need to give you a movie quote from Morocco, but there's a specific question, and the answer is right here. Someone asked me to find the Strait of Gibraltar. Now, of course, I'm not going to find the actual Strait of Gibraltar because I'm not going to go find a channel that connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea right this second. But what I am going to find is this brown cobblestone path that's conveniently in between France and Morocco. The Imagineers conveniently put this cobblestone path here to represent the Strait of Gibraltar because we are going from France into Morocco. So we're crossing continents and off we go. Made it to Morocco, working on two different clues. Of course, the first one is our quotes. I'm gonna give you a quote from a movie actually set in Morocco. Here's looking at you, kid. Because there's not a Disney movie I can think of that's actually set in Morocco, because Aladdin is set in Agrabah, which is a fictional place. But Jasmine does do meet and greets here during the normal times. So as a bonus, I'll also give an Aladdin quote, which is, I like when the genie goes, "Oh, I'm losing to a rug." That always makes me laugh. I also enjoy when he's talking to Aladdin and he's like, tell her the truth. And as a child, I loved it when Jafar and Aladdin were battling and Genie was like, Jafar, he's our man. If he can't do it, great. Clearly, the genie's the best part of Aladdin. I will not take any objections to that statement. The other thing we're looking for is I'm supposed to find 3 hidden Mickeys in World Showcase, and I know of one here in Morocco. Across the way here at Spice Road Table, there's a little merchandise kiosk, and if you look at the doors, you will see our first hidden Mickey. Hidden Mickeys, if you're unfamiliar, are a little sneaky design detail that Imagineers like to put into things throughout the parks and resorts. It can be a 3-circle Mickey like that one. It can be like an actual picture of Mickey. Sometimes it's a plush, sometimes it's a profile. Sometimes it's not even Mickey, sometimes it's other characters. But they're a fun little hidden detail you can look for as you go about the theme parks, and there's books on it. Steve Barrett wrote the best one, IMO, of hidden Mickeys. Definitely check that out. And it's a fun way to enjoy yourself as you're walking around, and cues, something to look for. But we are getting into Japan, where we gotta do another quote. We are in Japan now. Absolutely another gorgeous pavilion, and let's hit you up with a quote. I'm actually going to go a little unique here and do Cars 2, which does take place in Japan for portions of it. And I do believe at one point Mater says, like a good neighbor, Mater is there. I don't personally care for the Cars films, and I will say Cars 2 is the worst of them. Cars 1 and 3 are fine. But the reason I don't like Cars 2 that much is I actually do not care for the character of Mater that much. Sorry. And he's like the star of Cars 2. Now we have to go into Mitsukoshi, which is the giant Japanese department store here, because we have another clue asking me to find 8 different Pokemons and name them. So this could be hard. Mitsukoshi is the giant department store here. It's got all kinds of cool stuff from Pokemon and Super Mario Brothers and other Nintendo things, Animal Crossing. There are, normally you can get oysters with pearls in here. You can get kimonos, snacks, all kinds of stuff. But today we are specifically talking about Pokemons, which are over here. I know without a doubt that one's Pikachu. So that's one. I think that one's name is Squirtle, that one's name is Bulbasaur, and that one's name is Charmander. So now we're at 4. I don't know who, I think this one is named Pidgey. I wanted to call him Pigwidgeon, but that's a Harry Potter joke. So I want to call that one Pidgey, Seal Boy, Celio, Angry Cat. Those are my names for those, but I am fact checking this when I'm done, don't worry. Okay, there's also this one, who I think is named Eevee. Yes, Eevee. So that's definitely 5, because I am still waiting on my response from my Pokemon correspondent to see if I got the other ones right. My Pokemon correspondent is taking a very long time to respond to my very urgent texts, but I did find the Pokemon Complete Guide, Volume 1, so we're going to check. Nothing said I had to not look for help. So I said this guy was Bulbasaur, and I'm right. Wow, this is amazing. Then I said that guy was Charmander. Boom. Squirtle. I don't need to fact check Pikachu. I'm not that bad at this. Okay, but I gotta come over here and see if I can figure out their names. Okay, I thought this one was Pidgey, but it turns out that's Pidgey. So I'm still looking. It'd be really helpful if there was some kind of like index, like I could be like weird seal. Sneasel? One of them's named Sneasel? Oh, my Pokemon correspondent is responding. Hold, please. Okay, according to my correspondent, this is Poplio, Litten, and Rowlet, which I cannot believe are real names. I feel like we all learned something together today, and that is 7 more Pokemons. Well, no, I knew 4 of them. 5 of them. 3 more I learned 3 Pokemons today. Good for me. I don't have anything against Pokemon or anything. I just didn't play it much as a child. I didn't play many video games. I didn't have any consoles or anything. Well, I had a Game Boy, which I was allowed to play on the airplane, but I didn't have any TV consoles, so that's why I don't know that many, but props to you and my correspondent who did. I did play Pokemon Snap at my friend's house, though, and I did enjoy Pokemon Snap. Headed into the American Adventure because we're going to get our second Hidden Mickey in here. Alright, so they have these big frames around, and there should... okay, so it's... Look in the corner, and that right there makes a Hidden Mickey, and it's in every corner. So there's actually a ton in here because they have multiple of these cool bronze-looking frames throughout the experience. They have them when you're going into the show as well. But there you go, another Hidden Mickey. If you've never seen the American Adventure, I definitely recommend it. Well, for a certain audience. I don't think your little kids are going to enjoy it, but if you've got older kids who are learning American history in school, definitely parents, grandparents. It's about a 30-minute show told with animatronics, and it tells the history of the United States. But the animatronics alone are incredible. One of them literally walks upstairs, and it's like, how did they do that? It's amazing. But it's really good. It's a great place to sit in the air conditioning. You can bop out to a little Two Brothers. Great song they play during it, and also America's Printer Golden Wings. Great songs in this one. So if you've never seen it, maybe check it out. Maybe not a must-do for most people, but if you've been here a bunch of times or you want something relaxing in the air conditioning, a great show. There's a bunch of Disney movies obviously set here. First one I think of off the top of my head, Pocahontas, a classic. Also a little underrated in my humble opinion. And I like to think of Grandmother Willow when I think about Pocahontas. In addition to obviously, of course, Pocahontas, and I like her song, Have You Ever Heard the Wolf Cry? All right, I will not sing all of Pocahontas. I cannot hit those notes quite like she can, but I do love Nico and Pocahontas. Wingapo Father. All Pocahontas quotes. All right, and another great movie, because I can't stop with just one apparently, Princess and the Frog, set in New Orleans. I love Princess Tiana and her man catching beignets, but of course I love Charlotte. I used to think that Wishing Upon a Star was for babies and stuff. But then, Princess Tiana is fierce and really the princess with the hardest work ethic I've ever seen. All right, next country, we are now in Italy, which means we need a movie quote. When you wish upon a star, Pinocchio! That is our quote, Pinocchio. Just Geppetto shouting, Pinocchio, you're a real boy. And we're going into the pavilion to find another Hidden Mickey, our third Hidden Mickey. Here's the beautiful fountain. You gotta kind of come around the side and look right back here. Hidden Mickey. All right, we're done with that one. We made it to Germany, so you know what that means. Want to know a secret? Promise not to tell? We are standing by a wishing well. I'm wishing for the one I love. That's about as much as the Snow White voice as I can do, but Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, German. On we go. Quote. Of course, I'm going to do Mulan, which is another of my favorite Disney animated classics. Mushu has the best one-liners, so I would like to do, Who am I? Who am I? I am the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible Mushu. Dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing. You and your cow here, about to die of fright. Down, Bessie. Oh, my little girl all grown up. Save it, China. I'm gonna cry right now just thinking about it. We made it to Norway, and at first I was like, I don't know any movies set in Norway because while I know Frozen occupies Norway here, that's set in Arendelle, which much like Agrabah is not a real place. But if I was gonna quote Frozen, I would quote Olaf, since I can't quote Sven, and I like when he goes, I don't have a skull or bones. I also like when he says, let's go kiss Hans. Who is this Hans? But as I was using my noggin, I remembered that part of Captain America, the first Avenger, is in Norway. Remember at the beginning when Elrod, the ruler of the elves, and turns into Red Voldemort, remember that guy? He goes and steals the Tesseract from Lord Frey, also known as Argus Filch, remember in the church? That part's in Norway. So technically part of Captain America takes place in Norway, which means I can do a Captain America quote, which means I'm going to say to you, don't do anything stupid. How can I? You're taking all the stupid with you. Oh, Bucky Barnes. Are you guys watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier? My goodness, what a show that was. Emotional roller coaster from start to finish. I loved it. But talking about Bucky Barnes isn't all we're going to do in Norway, although I could do it for a while. We are going to head into Kringla for our final letter treat. Kringla Bakery is the bakery, of course, here in the Norway Pavilion. It serves a bunch of iconic treats. Most famously is probably the school bread. But what we're going to try is another signature item, and it's called the lefse, and it is a soft flatbread rolled with cinnamon, sugar, and butter. Sounds delicious. I love all the detail in this bakery. My heritage is Swedish, and I've been over to Sweden and Denmark. Obviously not the same as Norway, but they are Scandinavian as well. And this style of painting and decorating, the Imagineers nailed it, as they usually do. And I just really love all the decor and attention to detail in here. Here is my lefse. I broke it in half so you could see the cinnamon, sugar, butter mixture in there. I've never had this, surprise. What does this taste like? So it tastes like exactly what it is, a tortilla made out of potato, but you don't really taste the potato, but it tastes like the butter, cinnamon, and sugar. It tastes exactly like what the filling is. I am enjoying it. Is it a must-eat for me? Probably not. I like that it's inexpensive. It was only like $3 something. And it's very big, so it's definitely shareable. It's not super sweet, so if you don't want something as sugary sweet as a lot of the other desserts around World Showcase, this would be a good option. Or if you're a big cinnamon fan. For me, I don't love the treats in Kringla Bakery. I know a lot of people do. I like everything I've had. My favorite's probably the Kringla with the almond on it. But for me, it's not like a must eat. There's other pavilions I like more, like I'd rather get dessert in France. But this is good. I'm not mad at it. Let me know if you tried it in the comments. And this completes the MOLLY snacks. We're in our final country around the world, country number 11, Mexico. And I'm gonna quote Coco, because that is a delightful film. I always think of Quincy when I think of Coco, but I love Dante, his dog, Miguel's dog, and I am going to sing a little Coco. Ah! That's my grito, it's not very good. Ah! You make me un poco loco, un poquitito loco, the way you keep me guessing, I'm nodding and I'm yesing, something for a blessing, 'cause I'm just un poco loco. With the Coco quote, we can check that one off the list. Sing a song or give a quote in every country from a movie based in that country. Check it off. We've got 2 more. And we're headed back to Future World to do it. Our next adventure is taking us to the Land Pavilion, where Soarin' and Living with the Land and Sunshine Seasons are located, but we're not actually going to go outside. We're going to go look at the beautiful mosaics on the outside. They're supposed to be exactly mirrored, but there's one small difference. These mosaics were designed by Hans Scharf and his wife Monica. Hans Scharf also designed the mosaic in the Cinderella Castle tunnelway. Well, it was designed by Dorothea Redmond. It was installed and put together with all the colors and things by Hans Scharf. He was a German soldier before that in World War II. And there's one key difference between the two incredible mosaics leading you into and out of this pavilion. And it's right here. There's a rogue green tile on this side. As you can see walking up to the other side, there is no emerald. It actually used to have a ruby, and it was said that that was because those were their birthstones, ruby and emerald, but unfortunately the ruby is gone and they just replaced it with a gold tile. Aren't these absolutely stunning? Real gold on this. Absolutely amazing. Those mosaics have over 150,000 individually cut stones in over 130 colors. So those are really, really neat. I feel like a lot of people just breeze past them because they're excited to get on Soarin', as they should be. But take a look at those mosaics, just appreciate them and appreciate that little artist touch of that one green tile. Now we only have one thing left on our to-do, and it's into one of my favorite pavilions we go. For our final clue, I am in the sea base, which is at the exit of the Seas with Nemo and Friends attraction. You don't have to ride the attraction to come in here. It's EPCOT's giant aquariums. For a while, these were the biggest aquariums in North America until the Georgia Aquarium was built. But I had to find a fish or a creature for every color of the rainbow. Unfortunately, manatees are gray, so I can't count them, but I do like manatees. So let's start here in the ocean life section. There's a bunch of smaller fish in here, and I know that there will be some colorful ones. But I may ask advice from a friend to see if he's got any ideas. Mr. Eel, how are you? Well, hi, Molly. It's me, Mr. Eel. How are you? You know, I am great, Mr. Eel. I'm actually here looking for animals of every color of the rainbow. Do you have any idea who I could talk to? Well, sure. You could talk to my friends the clownfish. They're orange. And the doryfish are blue tangs. That's two right there. But I think you can figure out the rest by yourself. You know what? You are right, Mr. Eel. I'm going to find the rest by myself, but I appreciate your help. I hope you and the missus are doing well. Always great to see you. Thanks so much, Molly. Stay safe, everybody. Wash those hands. Wear those masks. Bye-bye. This must be the tank that my friend Mr. Eel was talking about, because it's got the doryfish in it, which, as he said, he's very smart. They're blue tangs. They're swimming in circles around here. Here they come. So that's Blue. She is very pretty. Hello, you are too. And I think the clownfish are in here too. Yep, Mr. Eel is so smart. Here's the clownfish. If you're a clownfish, tell us a joke. So that's orange. Look at this beautiful guy. This is definitely our yellowfish. Come here. I'm gonna find out what you are. According to the internet, you're a striped tropical butterfly fish, and I think you're very nice, and thank you for being my yellowfish. I love it in here. I think this is a great place to cool off. Kids like looking at the fish, get a little AC, say hey to my friend Mr. Eel. I wonder if the sea turtle's out, because he would be green, right? I see the turtle. He's hanging out over here. Do you see him? There he is. Hi, little guy. You're not very little. You're actually ginormous, but you're going to be my green. We have cardinal fish. Very cool. I would call those black and white. Now this fella, I feel like could pass as a shade of like mauve or purple. It is very hard to show you the correct colors, like what it looks like in real life compared to my phone is very different. But he's like a very mauve-y color, and I feel like he's gonna be my purple fish. Last, you've got all these beautiful corals, definitely orange and green. Still need a red though. Oh my goodness, I didn't think we could do it, but look at this guy swimming about. Come back, you're my red fish. Come back. There you are. Look how beautiful you are, and you're red. We did it, we found a fish for every color of the rainbow. You're lovely, thank you for helping me. That was very exciting. I really thought we were gonna have to get like a Hank the octopus from Finding Dory plush and try and pass it off as the red one, but we did it. We found fish of every color. Well, friends, that is a wrap on the hardest things to find here in EPCOT according to you. I was able to find everything on the list. Almost didn't make it with the fish, but that red fish swam in and sealed the deal for us. So let me know your favorite thing about EPCOT in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net. And until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical.
Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.